Hello traders, welcome to this FXDD video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency, and before we dive into the charts, of course, be aware of this risk disclaimer. It explains the fact that trading for exchange and global financial markets is considered high risk and may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. And this webinar is for informational, or this video is for informational and educational purposes only. Join the FXDD YouTube channel to get regular updates, of course, these videos, but also the live webinar recordings. And if you want to join the live webinars, check out these two links to see the schedule and also when you will see the webinars from Nennet and myself, typically on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, this is the euro dollar 4-hour chart, and well, it's a mixture here. Certainly something to say on for both the bulls and the bears. But the breakout here ultimately not pushing through the bearish breakout, not breaking through the weekly pivot point and the 109.50 support, and price bouncing off of that. So still leaning towards upside in my view, and I think that this momentum could still be leading for the euro dollar right here. So breakout above these tops could send it higher finally up to the R1, but probably up to the R2 even. But price needs to break through the 144 EMA and these four fractals, wow, at the 144 EMA. So if it breaks there, I think that the euro dollar will make that upside to 110.75. And if there's a bull flag, it could even continue higher. If there's a strong reaction at the R2, a lot of momentum, then I would expect a correction up and a second move lower in a bearish ABC pattern like this. All right. Of course, if price breaks through 105, there could be a breakout down to 109, and price could test the S1 and test this previous bottom, and there could be some type of ABC correction like that. That area, I think, is still a likely bouncing spot, to be honest. But if it does break through 109, of course, then down to 108.50, 108, and 107.50 is possible as price kind of inches lower and lower within this slow downtrend. It is still a downtrend channel on the higher time frames here on the daily chart. There we go. You can see that like that, and you can see that price still from this point of view that this could be a retracement for more downside. So if it does break through 109.50 and 109. There's that potential space for follow through to the downside. Whereas if it breaks through 110, then a rechallenge of these bottoms here at 111, 110.75, 111, very likely for the euro dollar to take place like that. All right, so right here, that breakout, and maybe even an extension further if there's a flag up to 111.50, 112-ish. And that could then be a bouncing spot, of course, for some correction back down again. So that's how I see the euro dollar. For the moment, I'm leaning towards still an upside break, but it has to push through this quadruple top for a breakout. At this moment, I think that price action is bullish with this 4-hour candle, pretty clearly in control. The bulls, I think, are in control. So I think that if it does make a retracement here, there's a fair chance of a bounce at around 109.70-ish for a continuation higher like that. So let's see. At this moment, wicks are indicating indecision in this zone. But if it does make it dip down, I think it's going to bounce up and break eventually, as long as it stays above 109.50. Anyhow, pound dollar, that's looking different. That could be because of the Brexit news. It ultimately broke through this support and the triangle to the downside. So, well, if it breaks, it breaks, obviously. And it had some good break, in fact, right down to the S1 and the previous bottom. And that was a bouncing spot too. It's a little bit tough spot because if I put the fib from here to here, I was actually more expecting an ABC, this being wave A, down for wave B, and up for wave C. And we did have a bounce at the 61.8 fib, but now price broke to the downside rather to the upside. So it could go deeper. It could go to the 78.6 fib first. So with the pound specifically, it could look more bearish, but I need to see a break below 122 because otherwise, if it doesn't break below 122, it could still be a bounce here and it could still be a bigger correction. So I need to see a break below 122 for that move down to the 78.6 fib at 120.97. 4-hour candle would be good enough, I think, like this. Small flag on the hourly or 15 and a continuation down to 121 seems likely. Whereas if this candle, this current 4-hour candle, or on the hourly chart, I see bounce here and I see price move up again and I see move down and up, that could look like a triangle. A, B, C, D, E, and then up it goes. So if it makes a triangle, then it starts to look more bullish, in fact. Then this was probably some complex correction, ABC for W, ABC for X, ABC for Y, and it could be bullish again. And in fact, if the triangle break looks good for upside in that case, also break through this resistance trend line. And in that case, I think price has space because it can go up to the R1 at 124.25, maybe even up to 125.25 if there's a triangle and a breakout to the upside. All right, so waiting for that triangle. Also, if I see strong price action and then a flag, that could also merit the breakout. And if price pushes through this 122.80 level, that too could be important for a breakout as well. Because if it breaks through 122.80, well, then there's space up to that R1 and the R2, I think, as well. So that's an important level. Just as extra confirmation, although not very important, but extra confirmation would be a break above weekly pivot point and the 144 EMA at 123.25. All right, so keeping an eye on the triangle breakout, break of this and break of that for the push up to these resistance levels. All right, that's it for now. Check out these links for live webinars, of course, and the FXDD YouTube channel for more videos from Nennet and myself from Elite Currency. Wish you all great trading and a great day. See you soon. Cheers.